I've played at Sziget Festival,
Mhm.
Balaton Sound, and I've played at pretty much all the Hungarian festivals.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play at RSO in Berlin, sort of the top club in Berlin. So yeah, there's lots of festivals.
Hello, Boris.
Hi Joey, how's it
How
going?
are you?
Nice, all good. Yeah.
Yeah. You have quite a decent background there.
Yeah, I switched rooms because this other room's got it painted red and it's nice and cleanly painted, so it
Looks
looks
very clean with the black outfit. Like it looks like you're an artist.
better.
Oh, it looks perfect.
Nice.
Can you briefly introduce yourself to the audience?
Hi, so I'm Boris, and my artist name is Sonic Rain, and I make hard groove techno music. And I do this full time now. So I'm DJing on the weekends, and then during the week I'm in my studio making tracks.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is what I do.
And how did you came across artist coaching?
I actually found out about you through a podcast I was listening to. I think it was the Back to Back podcast. And yeah, I just heard you as a guest speaker, and you told your story about how you were DJing as well, and then you switched to this coaching thing that you do, and I found it really interesting. So I thought I'd reach out because this is what I really wanted to do as well, just to make a career out of making music and DJing.
Yeah. Because like just as a to paint a picture, back then you weren't making a living from music?
No, it was something I wanted to do, but I was struggling. Yeah.
And in what way were you struggling?
Well, I really didn't understand everything that needed to be done to be able to make it work. So I was really focused on making music, and that's pretty much all I did.
Hmm.
And yeah, so that's why it wasn't really working because I was just focusing on music and I didn't really know all the other stuff that went into it.
Yeah, and was that the reason why you were looking for help?
Yeah.
And did you had any idea what coaching was or could do for you beforehand?
I mean, I've obviously heard of it before, and but I've never tried it. So I thought I'd give it a shoot and see what it's like. So I'm really happy I made that decision. Yeah.
Yeah. And what were your expectations beforehand?
Well, I heard stories of other people you were lecturing, like the video we're doing now. I saw other guys doing the same thing with you, and
Yeah.
that really made me a bit more confident in the whole thing. And I thought, okay, this might be something that could work out. So yeah, I had hopes for sure.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Can you describe how your first session went and what your initial impressions were with me, the coach?
The first session, well, to be honest, I had a few other people I did like introduction sessions with,
Hmm.
and the first session with you seemed very like personal and like you seemed authentic, and that's why I decided to stick with you because I don't know, it was nice to have a chat, you know?
Yeah. I think that's one of the most underrated things, as in, at least that's what I believe. Like when people look for a coach, the most important thing to me personally as well is to have a personal click with the other person,
Yeah,
because you're gonna work pretty intensively. You're gonna get to know each other throughout the time that you're working together, which mostly is a long-term thing. Like with artist coaching, it's a 1 year minimum, so at least a year. It's a long time. So if it doesn't click, it's gonna be it's gonna be a problem, right? So the personal
yeah,
connection is very important.
I agree.
Um, how has coaching helped you achieve your goals as an artist?
I mean, as I say, it kind of it helps you sort of navigate and give you directions for the right things you need to do, and also, you know, shows you that there's a lot more you can do than what you might think you can do it to begin with. So yeah, it just opens doors, I think, and shows you opportunities and options.
And how does that work in reality? As in, can you describe how a session went and what you liked about it?
Yeah, so for example, one of the first, well, through the first part of our sessions, like we talked a lot about like making content and how that helps a lot with reaching people basically and marketing your brand. So I've been doing that a lot more since we started coaching, and that was probably one of the main things that helped me the most.
Is that one of the biggest changes you've noticed in your career in the past few years already? Like that the content part has changed everything?
That is one of them for sure. Yeah. Another big part is networking, which we talked quite a bit about. And another big part for me was actually switching styles because I was doing drum and bass to begin with, which is a lot more of a niche genre.
Mhm.
And we talked a lot about making a genre switch with you, and you kind of made me a bit more confident in making that decision. And since I did that, things have started. Yeah, I've just become a lot more busy, and I feel things are starting to take off now.
Yeah. Because just as a reference, because I know you're a shy guy, but can you name, this is your moment to name drop, like what kind of festivals have you played on in the past few months, years?
I've played at Sziget Festival,
Mhm.
Balaton Sound, and I've played at pretty much all the Hungarian festivals,
Yeah.
including the big ones like Sziget and Sound.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play at RSO in Berlin at the end of this month, which is sort of the top club in Berlin, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, there's lots of festivals.
Yeah, and you're
Lots,
also
yeah.
gaining a name in the industry, right? Because more international gigs are coming along the way. So it's not just clustered around your hometown anymore. It's more like it's expanding, and I would say that's because of the content.
Yeah, I agree. It helps. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, which aspects of the coaching do you find most valuable?
Um, I think the guidance and it's quite reassuring as well to be able to talk with someone who's already done the stuff that you're trying to do, and it just makes you a bit more confident in what you're doing, I think. And that's very valuable.
Yeah. And how would you describe the approach and style of the coach of me?
It's pretty laid back and friendly and authentic. Like those are the three words I can think of. Um,
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay. How has the coaching contributed to your personal development as an artist?
As an artist, well, I could say I'm more confident. I've definitely had a lot more like chats with new people, and I think it's helped me be a bit more like communicative and better at talking to people.
Hmm.
And yeah, I mean, since we've been coaching, I've also been pushing making music a bit more as well. So I think it's also helped me improve my craft.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
pretty much every aspect, yeah.
What I've seen from the outside looking at you is that you're much more comfortable with going outside, as in showing people your music, showing people who you are as a person, your authentic self. Because if you go on Instagram, you do see you as a person. It's not just a made up version or whatever.
Nice.
So to me, it kind of looks like you found your authentic self over the past few months.
Oh, that's good to hear. Thanks.
Yeah, looks great. What do you think makes artist coaching unique compared to other uh, coaching companies?
Well, that's actually a really good question because haven't really had any experience with other ones. Um, I've I've obviously like seen a lot of marketing around the other ones, and they seem a bit more, I don't know, like group focused maybe, and yours is a bit more personal. I can't say if this is true because I've never had any sessions with other coaches, but
Mm.
that would be my first impression if I were just to judge all the other ones through their content.
Well, thanks for doing this, man. Thanks for taking the time to sharing your experience, and yeah, we'll obviously stay in touch. But I wish you best of luck in the future endeavors.
Hey, thank you so much, and yeah, let's keep in touch about it all.
Definitely.